my booking set up, know what days that I can't go hang out with my family or with my kids and the missus, and, plan all these things accordingly. So that's how I prefer to plan it.
Okay.
And future-wise, I just take it day by day, to be honest with you. Of course, the end goal is to get signed, get a tryout with AEW or WWE or TNA or, New Japan or Noah, any company that is willing to let me showcase what I can bring to the table. That's, of course, the goal, but I always just go day by day, because if I worry about it now and I think about it too much into it, we go back to that mental game. It just brings me down.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see other people and you're happy for everybody that gets a tryout. Now, shout out to everybody who's ever gotten a tryout on AEW or WWE or anywhere. You guys deserve it. But then it starts messing with your head a little bit, because then it's like, man, what am I doing that they're doing? But then you just mess yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just take it day by day, and it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I've gotten better here. Maybe I could work on this, and then I didn't like this in this match. So I try to put different stuff in a journal that I have here that allows me to not mentally break, continue going forward.
I love that. Now, what do you look for the rest of 2024? How far are you booked out?
Right now we are booked out until April.
Nice.
God willing, we should be, me and my crew, Red and the Reds, we should be going to Ontario, Canada for Sharks. Yeah, they hit us up. They liked our work, and we should be heading out there in April, God willing. And my crew, like I said, Big Red, and then we've got Jason Way as well. He's my enforcer. We also trained at the Rhodes Wrestling Academy together. And if anybody wants to shoot him a follow on Instagram, his is The Real Jason Way. But right now we're only booked out till April, so we'll see how the rest of 24 goes with the rest of these bookings.
That's awesome. So I have a segment on the show. I call it the 5 count. It's just 5 random questions. Just answer as quick as possible.
Okay.
What would your last meal be?
Oh, a burger.
Nice. If you owned a liquor company, brewery, winery, or coffee shop, which one would you own, and what would the name be?
Oh, it would definitely be a coffee shop, and it would be, man, I wouldn't even have a name for it, but anything that has iced coffee, pretty much. Red's iced coffee.
There you go. What are 3 things still on your bucket list?
3 things to go on my bucket list. Compete at WrestleMania.
There you go.
Compete on Dynamite. And for a vacation spot, go to Bora Bora.
Ooh, nice. Who or what inspires you?
My parents inspire me. Very, very cliche, but they inspire me.
Not cliche at all. That's awesome. And what would you tell your 17-year-old self?
Get your head out of your ass, because you got a very nice future ahead of you.
Now, if people wanted to find you online, follow your matches, see you live, buy your merch, how can they do all the things?
They can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, or X and Instagram, under Red, REDD _Davis _. Those are both my apps on X and Instagram. On YouTube, they can follow me under Red Davis Wrestler. That's where I have all my matches and promos, anything like that. They can also follow me on my TikTok, where I post promos as well, under Red Davis Wrestler. And then for merch, right now I haven't posted anything on Pro Wrestling Tees, but I do have the original Red Davis logo on there on Pro Wrestling Tees /Red Davis. But I am coming up with new merch for Red and the Red, for Big Red, for myself, for Jason, which will be out pretty soon. I'm actually working on the logo this coming week.
Nice. Yeah, I would say wrestlers need to always have new merch all the time, just for, even if like some of the logos and t-shirts don't work, just always keep grinding out new shirts, because that merch money is good money.
It's key, yeah. And we came up with the Bret Hart inspired one with the skull and everything, and the Hart Foundation. Yeah, we came up with that one, and we just tweaked it a little bit. And we have Red Davis, the one to beat, my saying on there, and those flew like off very quickly. You know, once I posted it, my DMs were flooded on my personal Facebook and my Instagram of people like, hey, can we order this many? And the girl that was making my shirts, bless that girl, but I put her through some work for a while. She made my shirts, and you know, like I said, bless her, but man, she put in the work for those shirts, because I told her, hey, I need them quickly because these shirts are flying off. But I sold my last one at this past show in January to a little kid. You know, he came up to me and he was just like, I want your shirt. And I was like, you know what? I didn't want to sell it to him. I was just like, you know what? Here, you take it. I'll sign it for you. Here you go. And now that, you know, they hit me up for pictures, you know, my 8x10s, you know, at the shows, they just came to my show at the wrestling shop and they bought a couple 8x10s too from me. So it's really cool. Stuff like that I prefer to do, because that one kid and his parents are going to go tell another 5 kids and their 5 parents that Red Davis did this as a nice gesture. Right.
And I mean, yeah, you're not obviously doing it for the gesture. You're doing it because you know, are a genuinely nice person. But it is nice. It is better, because then you have those people, like you said, telling other people, and they're going to tell other people, and they're like, oh, I heard about that guy. That guy's really nice. So that's awesome that you do that, and you recognize that's also, you know, how that gets perceived later.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, it's all about the act of kindness and showing that you're an actual genuine person. Because, like, again, like, the one person's going to go tell another 5 people that, you know, yeah, he looks like an asshole on TV, but he's actually a pretty genuine person. So that stuff goes a long way in the social media world now.
Yes, very true. Well, Red, thank you so much for your time. I love this conversation, and you know, next time you're up in the DFW area or I'm down there, we need to grab some coffee and talk about wrestling for hours. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the rest of the year holds for you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Loved it. Loved being on the show. Whenever you're down here, let me know, man. We'll grab some coffee.
I love it.
Thank you so much to Red Davis for being on the show. Again, make sure to check him out on all his social medias. Go see him live. Support him. Support all of your local and independent wrestling in general, and obviously the big wrestling as well. Please just support wrestling in general. But definitely make sure to do that. Go check them out. And when you go do that, make sure to tag us on social media. It is Brewsers Pod. That is BREWSCRSPOD on the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Threads. If you would like to send us an email, it is brewserspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to follow me directly, it is Rodie John. That is RODIEJON. Rodie John is the name on the Twitter and on Untapped. In case you want to find out what I'm drinking, maybe we can have a beer together. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram or the Threads, it is official Rodie John. Send me an email if you would like. It is rodiejohn@gmail.com. Until next time, make sure to enjoy life, drink local, and cheers.